The 12th house in astrology is also considered to be one of the most challenging houses. Let's talk about having your sun and moon in the 12th house and also how that differs from the 8th. The 12th house is the final house of the zodiac and is essentially the first house that planets will rise into above the horizon line, but this means that this house has been dark the longest by the time that planets get there. It is the place of shadows. As I mentioned before, the signs are the styles, the energies, where the houses are the areas of life. There is no more or less challenging sign inherently, but there are more challenging houses. Here are some common 12th house indicators. Before we get into it, it is important for me to mention the quadrants in astrology. This first quadrant is really about you. This is your closest relationships in your life. This has to do with groups and other people too, but more how your relationships are played out on a public scale, whereas this is the universal or transcendent quadrant. With both the 12th and the 8th house being in conjunct to the ascendant, it's hard to connect with yourself in both of these houses, and it might feel like your ability to shine your light is in some way distorted. In the 8th house, this has to do with your relationships with other people and what you share with them, but in the 12th house here, this is very much a personal experience. The 8th and the 12th house in astrology both relate to the concept of death. However, in the 8th house, it's also relating to the concept of birth, so there's this energy of dying many little deaths, of losing things with the intention to be reborn. In the 12th house, this is finality. This is the ending. This is the undoing of the ego. The 8th house has to do with more power struggles and feeling like things are taken away from you, whereas the 12th house is this energy of surrender, but it's also about feeling spiritually isolated. With your luminaries, your sun and moon here in the 12th house, it can feel like your light was kind of brushed to the side, like you never had a chance to shine, versus 8th house being very forcefully covered up. The 12th house is the house of isolation and in many times forced isolation. It's about being with yourself and in many ways spiritualizing through being with yourself. The experience of loneliness and confusion is so strong in this house. Just like with the 8th house, it's not uncommon for people with 12th house luminaries to lose a parent early in life or to come up against the experience of death in their personal life very young. I'm always fascinated by 12th house placements conjuncting the ascendant because oftentimes these are things that people can't connect with about themselves, but that other people feel from them. For example, a 12th house Venus conjuncting the ascendant might always feel like they're on a quest for love and that they'll never fully be loved, when in actuality, everybody in their life adores them. 12th house placements often have a deep feeling that something is missing. It's also your subconscious and trauma and memories from the past that still impact you to this day, as well as forces that you feel but you can't see.